What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the RFG podcast. I am one of your co-hosts, and my name is Braulio.
And it's your boy, Sean with a Z.
And before we get started today, actually, we should probably banter out a little bit. Like, what you been up to lately?
Well, you were there, but we've been gambling a lot recently. And
Gambling a lot? We only win like one time, 2 times.
Well, it's a lot in a week. I'm too busy working to actually go once. So the fact that we went twice is a lot more than usual.
That's true. We won big.
We're also down pretty. What are you talking about? We didn't. Don't even try to lie. We lost like hella. It was depressing. Like it was bad enough when we were down a lot the first time, and then we went back and won it all back because we were sitting in the parking lot thinking, well, we can't just end on a loss,
Yeah.
The second time, we just straight up lost, and then we thought about doing the same thing again, where we were gonna go back. We were sitting in our car, or sitting in your car, and then we were gonna go back in and try again. And then you phoned a friend, and they said we should go back in and go try again.
And we did.
No, I walked up to it. Well, we did, and then we lost more money, and then we were gonna triple down. And then I walked up to a random guy in a leather jacket and asked him to flip a coin. And if it was tails, we would go home. And if it was heads, we'd go back. And first off, the guy pulled out like these huge, like they looked like they were bigger than 50-cent pieces. So they were like some sort of special coin.
Yeah.
It looked like. And he flipped it and it was tails. And we went home.
Well, my question for that is like, why was he carrying those 2 special coins?
Well, I thought
he was just randomly.
I was starting to think that it might have been like, have you ever seen No Country for Old Men? Seen that movie?
No, Ivan, have you watched that movie? Give us a little nod. No.
Well, it's apparently I think it's Cormac McCarthy. So, but there's a character. His name is Anton Chigurh.
Anton Chigurh.
Yeah, Chigurh. Hard R. Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's a scene with him in a gas station where he's like, he flipped a coin, and basically he had every intention of killing the guy who was working the counter if he called it wrong. But then he called it right. So he spared his life, and he gave him the coin. He said, keep this, but don't like put it with all your other coins because this coin is like special. And yeah, he just the whole time the gas station attendant guy didn't even know what was going on, but basically he was close to getting murdered right there.
Okay.
Yeah. So maybe this guy, if he encountered us instead of the other way around, he might have killed one of us or both of us. Okay. Notice he had 2 coins. There were 2 of us.
Maybe.
Just saying.
Yeah.
In this heat. I don't know if a guy wearing a leather jacket. I don't know if that's bad. That's good news or bad news, man. He might have been one of those motorcycle guys.
That's true.
Actually,
he did not look
he was most likely one of those.
I don't know if he looked like a motorcycle guy.
If you don't dress like that in the heat and not ride a motorcycle.
I didn't see any motorcycles though. Like,
what are you talking about? They were like all parked to the side at the front. You didn't see them?
There's only like 2.
There was 3.
Okay, one more though.
Yeah, but what doesn't matter? And like that, you don't need like a whole motorcycle.
But what if it wasn't him
up.
though?
Then the guy wears a leather jacket in this heat, and that's just crazy to me either way. Basically, I am grateful to the leather jacket guy for not murdering us in the parking lot. So
he had a cool coin, honestly. So
yeah, so I'm very appreciative of that.
Yeah,
Broyo doesn't appreciate it though. He doesn't respect you. Not the guy does.
No, I do respect you actually.
Yeah, he might track you down.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was thinking about. I was like, wait. Hold
These
on.
motorcycle guys, they have their ways.
Like, wait.
But yeah, that was an awful night.
That was
terrible.
Yeah, we should have just stayed home.
Well, I don't know about that. I still probably would have gone gambling, but it would have been better if we won.
Next time we'll go to a different casino.
Yeah, I kept telling you. I kept thinking Durango, but then like you live far as hell from the Durango, so I was like, okay,
it's the same actually for me.
I guess it's actually the bigger streets.
Yeah, no, not only that. I don't take the streets. I don't use just.
Yeah, but I mean, like you take the 15 or 215.
Yeah, but at least when I go to Durango, I literally just get off and it's right there. At least
that's true.
That's true.
You have to weave through.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
It's less likely for me.
We need to go to El Cortez. You know that Vegas Matt guy, the gambler I aspire to be. He's always at the El Cortez.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, let's get started.
Also, Baccarat, not my game. So it's like it must have skipped me because my dad loves it, and I don't know if he's good at it or if he's just like obsessed with it, but I was not doing well.
I feel like no, you started winning pretty decently.
Yeah,
then
but
you
I
started
getting
cocky.
reckless.
Yeah, you started getting a little too. You know,
I was up a decent amount, and
Yeah,
then
you were
I
good.
started putting more and more on each hand. Yeah,
bro.
yeah. Well, I mean, you know, on my last $20, we were walking out, and I'm like, you know what? Let's just put it on red. If I'm broke, I'm broke. And I lost.
And you lost.
That never happens. I swear. Usually I win. I win when I do that.
You were doing the strat where like you have a 60% chance of winning.
Well, or the
70%
zero, or I'd
chance.
lose the zeros. Yeah.
Yeah,
If it's a
and
zero,
you
that's-
somehow
I'm, like,
managed to.
screwed.
Yeah.
I am the 30%er. I am the low probability guy. You know.
Yeah.
I'm the guy who will find a way to lose.
It is
I still
what
like
it
to
is.
say that. You know, you got wiped before I did. So.
Yeah, no, I did get wiped. I was hanging on by a thread. I thought the machines were gonna, you know, give me a little bit of hope. But when it hit zero, I was like, oh no.
Well, last time we hit zero, we crawled our way all the way back up.
Yeah, we almost but then we messed up by not going home. All right, but let's not.
No, I'm talking about the first time.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, we crawled it back from like zero to like we were going crazy. Oh, we went crazy when you hit the $30.
Yeah, I don't think anybody around us has ever seen people get more excited for $30 than when we hit the 12 on craps.
Dude, well, it's because I think it was more exciting that we actually called it.
Well, I mean,
We were like,
wait, did I get it yesterday? I got one yesterday too.
yeah, you
right?
got one. Yeah.
Yeah.
We get it more often than you think, honestly.
Well, no, you mean twice out of the 20
The 2 times that we've gone. Out of the 2 times that we've gone,
Yeah, I mean that doesn't mean
it's two
anything.
out of 2.
Well, that's why I was thinking, like, you know what you do? The secret is that you sit there with like $20, or rather, you sit there with $200 and you put $10 on the 12 every single time, and before you run out of money, it's got to hit a 12. That's why I've watched
How
happen.
much is that? You only get 12, so it's.
Well, it's like, it pays like 31. It pays like 30 back. It basically it pays 30, so you get $300.
$300.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if it's more your pace, you could do like 2,000. You know, just 100 on each one. Make
I feel
3,000.
like the odds for that. Yeah, you should get it, but then again,
but then on a bad day, it will happen.
on a bad day, you're out.
Like it will happen on the 21st roll after you've already been blown and you've wiped all your money. Basically, that's also
Yeah.
a probability.
yeah, 100%,
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
All right, well, no more talking about
About our hobbies.
I don't know if that's a hobby. Is it? Yeah, well, I don't think it's a
That's the
hobby.
only thing
We
that
only
brings me
went.
joy nowadays.
We only went like one time.
Yeah, but it's like that one time changed my life.
All right, but anyways, let's get into the topic. Today's topic is actually going to be about what do you call this? Instagram.
Or TikTok.
I don't go on TikTok.
Well, it's like Instagram. It's like Instagram Reels. But
Social-
only that.
Social
Only that.
media, but mainly Instagram. Social media,
Whichever one has the most thirst trap, and you know what it is.
but it's not really thirst trapping too.
It's,
So I'd say red flag.
I was gonna say you want to throw Twitter in there too, or X? No,
No, that one's crazy.
No, you know what's
that
crazy?
one has no censorship though.
Yeah, that's true. They have straight
That-
up.
Yeah, that.
Yeah,
I
they
get
straight. Yeah, that's true.
I don't. That's why I don't
Good
have.
stuff.
I don't have Twitter. I don't have Twitter. But-
I also don't have Twitter, but you know, it was a good time back when you didn't need to make an account to actually access Twitter. But now like they can't leave you. They won't leave you alone for more than like 2 seconds if you don't log in.
Yeah, no, I don't. Oh, really?
Well, basically, you try to open a post, it'll be like, "Oh, sign up for Twitter."
Oh, that's how they get you.
It's not worth it.
Yeah. But anyways, okay.
Yeah, just go to the hub.
But anyways, so yeah, red flag, Instagram post/stories. I got a question here. I got a couple questions here that I got off on Reddit.
All right, shoot.
And
I love Reddit.
Yeah, Reddit is amazing.
Lots of that kind of stuff on Reddit too.
I got a good one.
But before OF became a big thing, just like to say, Reddit was the spot.
It was that. Oh wait, no, I'm not agreeing. Wait, what?
Well, then, before OnlyFans became like the thing where like you know girls would charge for it.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of girls used to just post stuff on Reddit.
And not get paid?
No,
That's crazy.
they did it for like a kink thing back then.
Oh,
you know,
okay,
the
okay.
exhibitionist type.
The good times.
Yeah, like yeah,
Oh my god, that's gonna get us
all
in trouble.
the all that legal stuff.
Yeah.
No, the actual legal stuff.
Yeah.
Like they had, like the legit stuff they still have now. But I know that Reddit has a sordid history with that kind of stuff too.
Yeah. But anyways, okay. So my first question: do you think it's a red flag if someone never posts their partner but posts everything else?
How long have they been together? Hypothetically, like
I didn't give me a time. Let's say they've been in a relationship for 3 months, but have been dating for 3 months prior. So 6 months technically been together.
Yeah, I think they definitely should be. There should be something, you know. It's like it's one thing if you don't post at all, but it's another thing if you're with a partner and then you just intentionally don't post them.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like speaking of Instagram though, I remember seeing this one like I think it's real, right? Where there's this girl posting like her hotel room like on vacation, and then like there's a guy laying on the bed, and he's like, no, keep scrolling, or like keep panning over, show them who paid for all of this. So I'm just saying, you know, you gotta give credit.
I think so I'm gonna play devil's advocate here, and I'm gonna say if they're actually like a model, I can see why they don't want to post their significant other, mainly because either they want to keep
their audience.
Yes, that, and they want to keep their private life like private, so he doesn't get like bombarded by every guy and like, oh, like, because you know how crazy social media can get, and like the fans can get really crazy.
Oh no, I'm not famous. No.
Okay.
I don't know what it's like.
All right.
Come on.
But no. But yeah, so like it can get. I can see that point for certain models wanting to do that, especially when they're like high end. But at the same time, I don't know.
The escorts, you know how it No, I get you. I don't. Yeah, I'm messing with you a lot. But I know. I get it. You know, if it's part of their job, then I guess it's different. It's it's one thing if it's like a personal account. It's different if it's like professional account.
Yeah. I mean, I still think it's a red flag though, regardless. Though. I won't even.
Well, you wouldn't mess with an Instagram model. No, just wait until we blow up, man. Well, they'll all be.
If we do, I would not be getting with anyone else that's famous. I would go for like someone
you already
not
know. Yeah, someone who doesn't recognize you.
Yeah,
that's fair.
Yeah. Well, also, who would want to date like people on a podcast?
Well, I think it would.
Would you say? Remember what Lai said?
Yeah, but Lai's a liar. That's part of her name. That's just part of her name. So that's just saying, man. It's like right there. Come on.
Yeah.
But I mean, maybe I thought that you were going to use this podcast as like a springboard, you know, you were going to use it to get into other things.
I can, but in order to do that, we still need to get a little more audience.
You could be like, you know, become a DJ, be like chain smokers.
Nah, live streaming.
No, I mean, yeah, you could do that.
No, that's not something I would want to do. But okay, I got another one for you. Do you think if someone's taking a lot of gym mirror selfies, do you think that's a red flag?
What, just like posting online? Because I know that, like, you know, a lot of people do that for the sake of like progress tracking and stuff like that.
I said posting online, but they're not bodybuilders. Like, I can get it. I can understand if they're
again, it's like
or something.
It doesn't matter. It's like, you know, someone's trying to keep track of their progress. You don't need to be a bodybuilder to track your progress.
Do you really think though? Do you think it's gonna be like if it's like body building though, or not bodybuilding, but like keeping track with keeping? Oh my god, I'm losing my train of thought here.
It's getting hot as in here. You believe that?
I'll turn that.
You turn the friggin' thermostat to eco mode.
There we go. No, there you go.
All right.
It heard you, bro.
Yeah.
But okay. So what was I saying? Oh yeah. Okay. So no, going back. So what you were saying is that for progress, do they really need to post it on their story for the progress? Can't they just keep it on their phone though?
I'm not gonna disparage against someone who posts about it on their like stories and stuff. Like they could keep it on their phone, yeah, but you know they want to show off. I get it, you know. I have a friend who used to like send me like a picture of the treadmill after he finished with cardio, which I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of annoyed by it because I was like, and I was thinking that hey, it's great that you're doing cardio, but why do you keep sending me this stuff? And because most of the time I would also be annoyed because he would never respond, but that's a different topic. But I did get annoyed by it, but I think I got more annoyed because it was him and not because of the fact that he was sending me pictures of progress. It was mostly because I was annoyed by the guy. So I always thought it was like something that was good. You know, you keep track of your progress.
Yeah, I can see it. I mean, just trying to play devil's advocate, I would say, but like,
no, the answer is no. Yeah, they should, like, everyone who works in the gym needs to dress like a monk or a nun of some sort, like absolutely everything covered. I barely want to be able to tell if you're a man or a woman under there. Like, I need you to like cover everything.
Imagine a gym for that though. They're like, you know what? You have to be fully covered.
It's like the ultimate pump cover. Like, you guys got to appreciate that. If you all dress like monks and nuns,
there's like no mirrors.
Yeah, and no mirrors. You guys would look awful on the outside, but then like imagine when you take off the pump cover though. That'd be like crazy. Just saying, you know? And imagine if you looked huge with that stuff on, like some of those like the dudes that are on like Instagram, like the huge ones that might be gearing up and everything, you know? Those are then like that they would dress like a monk and still look jacked.
Yeah.
So I think that we should do that. We should open a gym where everyone has to dress like a nun or a monk.
I'm not doing that.
Now just watch. It'll be great in the niche market.
No.
Yeah, no one can perv on you if you have absolutely everything covered.
Yeah. But I think if they only have gym mirror selfies and their whole Instagram, like, what do you call it, post, like they've only posted that, I would feel like that's a little bit of, you know, iffy. Like if they're not posting anything else.
Well, honestly, I think the opposite. I think
really?
I think it's almost better because it's like, it's one thing if like it's your personal, like your everything page, right? You're going on vacation, your daily whatevers, like you and then gym pics mixed in. Like that's one thing.
Yeah.
But then like if your entire page is just gym stuff, I'm also okay with that because that's legit progress tracking then. You know?
Okay.
That's like that is the most legit form of progress tracking. Even if it's like there is some aspect that could be seen as thirst trapping, and that's absolutely still progress tracking.
Oh, okay.
You know?
But shouldn't they be like just making a different account for that?
I mean, I don't know what kind of high profile people like person you think that these, you know, regular people are. Like, they would just
if they're doing it on their main profile, like, I don't know.
I don't know what other people would say about this, but I would personally never feel the need to have more than one account, you know? Unless you're a celebrity and then you have a personal account for, you know, the people you actually know in real life. Unless
you're us.
It happens, you know. I'm not a big social media guy. I think it's all a bunch of poison.
And that's why I handle all the stuff.
Yeah. You're the smart one and the charming one and the handsome one.
Oh man. Bigger
bleep.
Tripod?
Put a yeah. You got that tripod going on. Yeah. If you know what I'm saying, Ivan. I know you repping in one too.
I was gonna go more into that. I was about to go more into it. I was gonna be like,
the crazy part is Ivan's actually the one holding the camera. He's just so steady because of his tripod. That's the only reason it's so steady. If you see any kind of movement, it's because we bump into it. But because it's so steady,
it's crazy.
Yeah, it is so steady because he extends the third leg. If you know what I'm saying.
Have you seen when they drill holes? It
speaking of which, we still need to drill a hole through this table.
I'm not doing that.
Fine. You don't want to like put an umbrella in the middle. You know?
Why don't you just attach to the? I don't know. Okay. Well, anyways, another question I saw on there.
I like that you were gonna say something. I know. Yeah.
Hey man, it's too early in the morning, man. I went to sleep at like 3 a.m. Leave me alone.
No, and listen, you were the one who said you were going to sleep at 1, and I responded at like 1:30, and then you were like, "Oh, no, I'm on Discord with one of my friends." So don't even start with me. All right.
But
all right,
I stayed up and I did the work.
Did you? Is that what you were doing?
Well, I had to do the work for this night.
I thought you were just gaming.
No. I was working. I don't game that as much anymore. I don't have time for it.
What's the question?
Oh, yeah. Okay. Do you think oversharing on social media is a bad thing?
Yeah. I think people have gotten too gosh darn comfortable You know, it's like Mike Tyson said something like that. You know, people have gotten too comfortable with the idea that they weren't gonna get punched in the face. I miss the days when people were still ashamed of the things they put on the internet. You know, because you know, back I just like to say I was never much of like that part of internet, like the 4chan people or the 9gag people. But like, you know, back then people, when they created social media accounts or social media in quotes for those, and I guess, you know, you didn't have any ties to your actual self. So like you could say whatever, and then you could say like, oh man, I just like shoved something up my ass and then now I'm in the ER type of thing. You could probably cut that part out. But you know, I just did something embarrassing. And then I'm just going to talk about it on the internet so I can vent it and share it. Nowadays, people just do it on their main pages. And I'm like, people need to learn how to be ashamed of the things they do again, because I don't want to know half of this stuff.
No, I think it gets crazy when they start posting like every little thing. Like I got my, like, oh, I went to the store. And then they're like, oh, I'm posting, I got this. I'm like, oh, now I'm here. Now I'm there. I'm like, damn, bro.
Yeah, I will say, no, I don't think there's not a single person in the world interesting enough for me to care that they're doing all that.
Well, I can see why they want to do it to an extent. Like if they're posting like food stuff.
If they post food stuff, then they're like, oh,
I think that's fine,
like, this is my grocery list. Like, that's fine. Like, because it's still relevant.
Yeah, but like once it starts getting crazy when they're just posting locations of where they're at, like, and they're not even like in interesting places. Like, you know how like,
I'm at Walmart. Yeah. I'm at Walmart in Austin, Texas right now. And let me show you guys something that's crazy that we don't have back in Vegas.
Buc-ee's.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we're at Buc-ee's, but that's different. You know, that's different.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. But like to an extent, I can see why it's okay. But like once it starts getting crazy when they're posting like every little thing, and they're not even like, I can get social media like influencers and stuff like that could do that because
there's too many of those.
They got the fan base that wants to know every little thing or every little detail. But if you're just like some kid from the street or like from
the street,
just some rando,
okay.
like,
Damn,
and I know a couple of people who I follow who do that.
Listen, I just was really happy that they had those chips. All right. Post one thing like that, and he'll never let it go.
Yeah. I think that's a red flag, though.
I think so too. I agree.
Yeah.
That's freaking terrible. Yeah. And too much oversharing on social media.
Yeah.
No, nobody's that interesting.
Yeah. Keep your stuff private. Honestly.
Yeah.
Keep your stuff private.
You're exposing where you are in the world. Well, all
right, so we're back.
Every time you gotta tap the screen every now and then.
Okay, sorry.
There you go.
Yeah, thank you.
My Amazon ad.
Yeah. All right, so we're back. Don't know where exactly we were left off, but
no, we never left. We were here the whole time. You, audience, had left.
Yeah, you guys left us. Honestly.
Yeah. We're not mad though. It's all right.
All right, so
happens.
We talk about the overshare. So you know what? This kind of fits into that same thing. It's like, do you think it's a red flag if they're kind of flexing on their Instagram stories and post?
Well, that's the thing, though. I always wonder, like, well, who are you flexing for? You know, what are you flexing for? What are you trying to prove here?
Ego boosting more than anything, probably.
Then that's a red flag. If you need your ego to be boosted, then that's a red flag.
I mean, every now and then, every person likes it. It's more of a...
You gotta keep it low key. I live my life super low key as much as possible.
There you go.
And I only talk about my losses all the time. Yeah, I don't check that very often, in case you're wondering.
Yeah, no, that's crazy. But not getting off topic here. But yeah, no, okay. I forgot where we were.
Man, I can't believe it. Well, check this out.
Audience,
this is how you do it.
Constantly flexing. Yeah. I don't know. I've seen like some people get like really into it, and I'm just like, okay.
The only people
you got money, okay. Your dad probably, it's more like your parents' money, but okay. For the most part, it's usually never their own money. It's usually inherited.
Well,
and
I also say most of the time it's like they rent that stuff. You know, they have that.
Oh yeah.
You know, they have those services, which like I'm not gonna say I respect the people who do that.
Yeah.
You know, because it's all just an illusion, and who knows? Like, let's be honest here. You can't believe anything on social media nowadays, anyway.
Yeah.
You know, and nothing's real on there, especially with AI. You know, I saw a video of Trump making out with Obama the other day, and I'm just like, dang, I can't believe it.
Where was that?
Probably on Instagram at this point. So it's AI stuff is all over the place now. You can never believe it. And that, you know, the worst part is that adds a certain sense of like deniability to a lot of things too, because you would be like, oh, I didn't do that. That was AI.
Oh my god. Oh my.
Just saying.
That is so good. That is actually so good.
Just saying, it's like and it's always getting better. I don't know if you saw clips of I forgot what it was, but recently there was some sort of like new version of something a little while back where it actually looked pretty photorealistic. Like the movement is still kind of off, but if you showed that to anyone above the age of 40, they probably would believe it.
Yeah.
And and we're in the age of misinformation, man. Things are crazy.
No, sometimes I fall for that too.
And we thought Photoshop was bad for social media. Just wait until the AI hits, Have you seen, this is kind of off topic, but kind of close, kind of somewhat related. There are Instagram accounts that are AI women.
Oh yeah.
Have you seen those?
Yeah. I've seen those.
Yeah, and because like they all have all the features of like what is deemed like a very attractive girl, the whatever features that may be in your opinions. Mm-hmm. But they're just all entirely AI generated, and I don't know if, and I'm not sure how often the audience recognizes that they're fully AI generated, because I'm not gonna lie, some of those comments make them seem like they think that this is a real person.
Yeah, no, man.
So I'm just saying, like, we've reached that point. Like, we're in the peak of misinformation and trusting the internet. Yeah. Or not trusting the internet.
Yeah. I mean, I think.
And that's kind of like thirst trapping, but like, this is like you become a victim of thirst trapping.
Something similar to that too is the using a lot of the filters that they have on there.
Like I said, you thought Photoshop was bad. We got AI now to Photoshop whatever the heck you want to look like.
Yeah, it's pretty bad, and it's only going to keep growing too.
Yeah, it's only going to get worse. Wait until like I think I saw a post about this like the other day too. It was literally like, how there are like older people who are like racist and homophobic now, like currently, or like, within the last 27 years, and I'm sure that'll continue to be the case at least.
Right.
Like when we're old, we're gonna have to yell at our grandkids. It's like, I don't want you dating that robot AI girl, whatever gender non-binary they are. I don't want you. And then like we'll have to create a new slur for robots. I'm gonna call them clankers. Like, I don't want you dating that clanker person.
That's yeah.
It's a whole rabbit hole, man. Things are only gonna get crazier from this point on.
I could see it.
Yep.
But okay, so you hit on a topic that I wanted to ask, is the thirst trapping. Let's say your partner is posting thirst trap pics on her Instagram page. Is that making you feel some type of way?
Oh yeah. I like to keep things personal. You see, here's the thing. I don't believe in that kind of stuff. I don't like the thirst trapping business. You don't go to a restaurant and eat food, which is why you don't go to strip clubs anymore. You don't go to a restaurant and look at the food.
What about Hooters? Is it Hooters?
They still have those?
The wings?
I will talk. Do they still have Hooters around? Because I'm pretty sure that a lot of them have been like closing out, as far as I thought.
I don't know.
Like it's harder to keep in business. People got the internet now. They got you used to go to Hooters for the wings and the girls. Now you got the internet and you can Uber Eats Wingstop.
Yeah, this is mainly for the lazy people though.
Yeah,
like us.
I mean, I haven't had Wingstop in a long time.
Yeah.
You want to get Wingstop?
We can. Did you text back Jeff, by the way?
Yeah.
Did someone text Jeff in the
I texted
chat?
him.
Okay, good. All right.
I told him to F off and not come here. I texted him.
But okay,
it's a pretty big thing nowadays. It's kind of bad. I'll say this: if the whole point of the thirst trapping is, again, if that's part of your brand, not to condone or disparage on your brand or anything, but if it's part of your brand, then what can you do? It's kind of like part of it, but it's kind of one of those things that also, if you're gonna date this person, you kind of you should have somewhat of an idea of what you're getting into, too.
Okay. He says to be here at 12:20.
Yeah, I see that.
Okay.
It's just one of those things,
Yeah, 100%. That's the thing too. Is like, I don't like for me. And I feel like for a lot of people, from what I've been seeing, the reactions, it's like if you're in a relationship, there's just two ways of seeing it. It's either you trust her enough that she's just doing it for her own social media page, if she is like that person who posts that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that's the type of content she puts out. Yeah.
Yeah. Or either she's just a thought. It's either one or the other.
She's just a thought. Are you going to isolate our thought audience?
Hey, man.
Yeah, our huge thought audience, thoughts love us.
I mean, to be fair, though, I mean, I'm pretty sure they understand what they're doing,
Oh, yeah. They got to have some idea.
Yeah. But, okay, this is an off-topic one, but kind of in the same realm. But
Okay.
would you ever date an OnlyFans model? This is off the topic, but
Probably not.
no?
No, probably not.
What if she wanted to quit for you?
The internet's forever, my friend. And also, let's be realistic here. That's not going to happen.
You never know.
I don't know. I don't think it would ever happen. But I also don't think that I'd particularly be interested in that.
Okay. It's a good man right there.
Yeah. What about you though? You dating an OF girl, or are you a misogynist?
This guy.
Yeah. Do you hate women, or would you date an OF girl? That's like, which one? Which pill are you gonna take? Huh?
I need to know more about the OF girl. Is she like
What kind of content does she put out?
Like, is she high end?
She only puts out like solo stuff, or is she getting real? Like what kind of content are we talking? No, I don't know. I don't think I could do it. I'm too possessive, man. In a respectable manner, a respectful manner.
I don't think I can either.
No, Ivan, OF girl,
I don't
all
think
over
I
you.
could.
All over you.
Oh man.
I think so.
Yeah?
I don't
Yeah.
think an OF girl is an OF girl per se. I think it's just a girl.
That's
There's
see,
OF.
this is why we
So
need
let's
Ivan.
say. So hold on. Now I got more questions.
No, we need Ivan.
So if she's getting railed on her
Okay, are we allowed to post that? Are we allowed to post the rail?
yeah, I'll put a little railing sign or something.
A railroad track, a train.
Yeah. We're talking about railroad track. We're train.
What
if she's getting a train? Yeah. What if she likes trains?
If she works on the railroad,
She's working on the railroad track,
Yeah.
and she getting the train. She getting the train ready for the railroad track.
Yeah.
no, she's prepping the rail.
yeah, prepping the rails to get a train ran on him.
Right. I like to preface though.
He's a
in
good
this
man.
moment, I wouldn't, go out my way to find a woman like that,
Yeah,
or
no,
just
no
a woman
way.
in general, because I do have, someone.
Reservations.
And I have reservations, but in a hypothetical, for the sake of this hypothetical, I mean, we all do crazy things, and then in the future we may have a change of heart, and that's what matters to me.
Okay.
I gotta say, we can't lose Ivan. He's like the only.
Yeah.
He's like the moral.
He's a
center
black
of this.
horse.
Yeah, that's a good. Is a black horse a bad thing or a good thing? I thought that was a bad thing.
Oh, is it really?
I don't
I thought
know.
it's
I think
always
I might be
the.
thinking of black sheep. That's why I might be thinking.
I thought the black horse is always just a random.
Oh,
You never know with them.
Oh, I don't know. I say we need
I
Ivan.
don't know.
See, he keeps us morally centered.
That's a good take on it. But I mean,
No, I respected Ivan, and I never did. I would never disrespect you.
yeah. I mean, that's fair enough. Honestly, fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What if you were with a girl, and she wanted to start an OnlyFans? Like, how would that? Dude, how do you think that would impact your relationship dynamic?
You know what's funny? And this is gonna go
The
on.
girl that you were dating who wanted to start an OnlyFans.
No.
Oh,
No.
oh, you
I
wanted
actually-
to start an OnlyFans.
No, never. I actually dated an ex-OF girl.
An ex-OF girl, man. I can't, how long ago was this? Because I was like, OF was like barely a thing a couple years ago. So she was she like
It
an
was
early
like in
adopter?
the beginning.
She was an early adopter.
Yeah.
Dang.
It was very, very beginning. And yeah.
How'd that go? Wait, how long did the relationship last?
Oh no, let's not get into the details.
Okay,
right now,
okay,
'cause
okay.
I'm gonna like
What do you think?
blurt out her situation. But
What do you think?
But
Thumbs up, thumbs down? Content?
I never I never got to see the content because I didn't want to.
Did you see the behind the scenes?
I was the camera guy.
No. Did you see her? Did you get far enough to see her? What do you think? Thumbs up, thumbs down?
You're trying to get me in trouble right now, man.
Tell me off camera. I'm curious. Yeah,
I'll tell you off camera, but
yeah, I'm curious about this kind of thing because I truthfully I don't. As far as I know, no girl I've known is like interested in that. I'm just gonna take stuff like that at face value. You know, it's like if you tell me something, I'm gonna believe you because you don't have a reason. I don't have a reason not to believe you.
Yeah.
When you come.
Actually, I think I got into. You know what? I think that might be a red flag on her end. But I got into the relationship, and that's when she told me.
Oh yeah, like you already been on a couple dates or
yeah,
stuff
yeah.
like that?
Like we were already basically a thing.
Oh, okay.
Like, and that's when she told me.
That's something.
And like
else.
I can't. Yeah, like
I feel
I can't.
that's something you kind of want to know during the dating stage, regardless of how that impacts it. It kind of is something that's better to know.
Yeah.
Beforehand.
So I didn't want to judge because then I would have been like, oh, I'm out kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, okay, well, like you stopped and like you're still being kind of truthful. So I was like, okay, fine.
Okay. So that is completely different from what I was asking you.
Yeah. That's why I was like, hold on, let me put the context in.
Okay. Well, then answer my question.
Okay.
If you were dating a girl, right? It's been some time, like maybe not too long, like a year and a half.
Okay.
How long is that? Longer than most of your relationships, or
give or take?
good enough?
Give or take.
But you guys have been dating for a little while. You kind of have a feel for each other.
Yeah.
She was like, oh, I'm thinking about starting an OnlyFans. What do you think? What would your response be?
I'll say no.
Okay. Good enough.
I'm out. Yeah, I'm saying no. I'm out.
All right. Good enough for me. Not too invested yet. What if you've been in a relationship for like 8 years?
I'm not afraid to leave.
Okay, then. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
there
not
you go.
afraid to leave,
There you
honestly.
go. There you go.
Yeah, that's no.
Misogynist right there. Ivan, we need your positivity.
Evan's like, I'm gonna be the one railing. Hell yeah. He's like, am I holding the camera or am I the one railing? Am I helping build the train track?
Are you? No, he's running the train. It's like. Are you like prepping the tracks, or are you actually like are you conducting the train?
You don't have to.
That's not. That's kind of open ended.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Anyways, let's go back.
He's just shaking his head subtly. You know how.
Going back, something similar to that though. Let's say you were in the relationship, and let's say I'm going back into the Instagram topics.
Okay.
Let's say you're in the relationship.
Got too far into the OnlyFans weeds right there.
Yeah. That's it. So let's say they. I'm trying to see how I can rephrase this, but. Okay. So you're in a relationship with them, and let's say they still follow their exes on Instagram. Red flag or no?
That's tough. Depends on how much they talk, I guess. I don't know. Like,
Oh, if they're talking? Oh, hell no.
I just
bruh.
don't care. I just like most of the time if they're following, I don't care as long as they're not like interacting. I don't really care.
Okay.
I don't really give a shit.
What do you mean interacting though? Like they can't
Like
text at all?
yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, it's like I don't know. It's one of those weird in between things where it's like it doesn't matter who follows this person because she's not posting anything crazy anyway, hypothetically.
Yeah.
But still, I don't know. It's I think that just following by itself isn't, and like that by itself is.
Yeah, I don't think that's.
I think
too
that
bad.
that is in like that might just be like somewhere neutral enough for it to not inherently be a red flag, but.
Well, okay. So personally speaking, I feel like I would trust my partner, and I'll trust my partner enough that where I would be like, okay, I trust you. If you want to follow your ex, do your own thing. But I feel like it's the give or take because I've been in that situation where she wanted to. What was I saying? Oh yeah. So okay. So going back, I would say I have trust in my partner. So to me, if they want to follow their ex and keep following them, okay, I don't care. But I've been in that situation where like I didn't care if they follow them but they were pressuring me to like unfollow them while they were still following their
Well, I just think no matter what, either way, just has to be fair. But it has to be both ways.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
and then I was like, wait, what? Like, so you're asking me to do it, but you're still following them? You know?
Yeah. It's one of
So-
those, it's one of those things that people freak out about on social media. They're like, Yeah, it's like somehow she managed to block you like 2 days after you broke up, but then like she couldn't unblock the other guy for like months.
Okay, so going into that though, so did you know that? And this I saw something about this. I can't remember where. It was not on Reddit. It was on something else, but it was might have been on Instagram. It's like if you're one of the exes that like got blocked, it's because she actually truly loved you. If you stayed friends, it's because she didn't love you.
Damn, I knew it. I always knew.
And I got blocked by only one of my exes.
Exactly. See, I noticed how I didn't get blocked by anybody. Just saying, you know.
Yeah. But also, it could also mean
Chris
that
Brown was right.
That's crazy. But it could also
Not
mean
about the Rihanna thing though.
Yeah. Good thing you.
Wait, was that the one? Chris Brown was the one who had that song where he's like, "These."
Yeah. I know. Yeah. Good thing you're digging yourself out the
like,
grave right now, bro. You're digging yourself out the
Chris
grave.
Brown was right. It's just cut.
That's what I'm gonna do. I don't know about you.
These hoes ain't loyal, man.
Oh damn it! Now I have to bleep that.
That's what you get. Don't like don't say I'm a woman abuser. Don't say I support that guy. Pretty talented guy though, most of the time.
So you support him? His music.
I liked his music.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, his music is.
I mean,
Bangers.
during the 2000s.
Oh,
He was he really at the time he was really like the next Michael Jackson type. You know,
bro,
he had the talent.
he was like
He had the musical talent. He could dance. You know.
Yeah.
And nobody else, no other artist currently can do that.
he still dances too. Like,
Yeah,
I've seen some of
exactly.
like his like live performance. I'm like, damn, he's going crazy, and he's
Yeah.
like what, like 40 now, maybe 50.
All right, get back on topic.
Yeah,
we
he's
can't be talking
probably-
about Chris Brown.
Okay. Yeah.
But
yeah.
Speaking of Chris Brown, though, remember that video when that girl went to the signing and then she was all over him and all that? You remember that?
Yeah,
Was
but
that
let's
Chris
not
Brown?
get. Yeah. but
Okay.
I think that was actually. But
All right. If you wanted to bring it, I'm trying to
No,
give you a
no.
smooth turn back. You know.
no.
Yeah,
no.
you'd be pissed though, right? If you saw that,
What?
a girl that you were seeing like did all that.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Chris, once again, Chris Brown was right.
Yeah.
So was ain't loyal.
Yeah. Okay. Let's say.
403s ain't loyal.
No.
Was it? Is it 403 or is it 304? Either way, you guys know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. But yeah, no. Following their ex, I think that's. It could be a red flag, but I don't think it's an actual red flag. I think it's the amount of trust that you have in your partner. Mm-hmm. That's what dictates if it is a red flag or not. And like I said with my situation, if it was like that where she was saying, "Oh, unfollow them," but she was still following them. That's when it's like
worst.
Yeah,
That is
like,
the worst of both worlds.
Yeah, that's when it can be a red flag.
Mm-hmm.
At least in my opinion. Yeah. All right, what question are you on?
I'm on the one right after where it's like, how would you feel if your partner followed a lot of those IG models and people like that? You know, people who professionally do that stuff and always post themselves. Because like, I'm gonna be honest, I feel like most of those accounts are women, so it's like
I know it has to be in the guys like the guys thing. So like, I know for a fact that girls do not like that. 100% girls.
Oh, they don't like it when I follow, like when half the girls I'm following are just the IG girls. I'll take note. I'll make note of that.
No, but like, yeah, but they don't like it if you're following that. Like, if your following list is just mainly that, that's like a bigger red flag on.
That's some real gooner behavior. Right?
Yeah.
That's beyond, and that's like that.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's red flag or you actually might have a problem.
Yeah, like that's yeah.
You know, that's like I don't know if you could call it a red
need-
flag because they kind of it's a kind of like a health problem. You know,
you need help, my boy.
Yeah.
So like at that point, you just need.
You
We
need
can't help you.
therapy,
We can't help you if you're following that many. So that reminds me, I need to go and follow a lot of other people.
You're not seeing anybody right now.
Oh yeah, damn. Yeah, way to rub it in.
Well, I mean, what, do you post your Instagram on your like dating apps? Do you do that?
No, I'm not on the dating apps.
Not anymore.
Not
You
anymore.
gonna meet someone organic?
Not really. I just
Go to a Target and walk through like the house stuff.
housing section.
Yeah, the house.
Just so
like,
they
yeah,
know.
yeah. No, go through the house section and then like when a girl's looking at something, accidentally reach for the same thing at the same time. You know. like a Hallmark film.
I'm just gonna be waiting there, like no one comes into the aisle.
The moment someone comes in, you're just like immediately run at them. And you're like, oh, I needed that right in front of them.
No, you know what?
It's like, oh, sorry, I didn't see you there.
It's like that's the last one too.
Yeah, that's the last one. It's like, oh, sorry, I need this for my house that I own. You know.
You know what I want to do is what I've been seeing. It's kind of on Instagram too. I've been seeing it, but like on TikTok and all over social media is like that when you try to play wingman with your friend, it's like, oh, this is a good guy. Like, thank you for lending me the $3,000.
Yeah, it's like I really appreciate it. I really needed that for my grandma. She was in the hospital, and
I'm gonna start doing that for you guys.
just
more.
random. Oh, I thought you were gonna do that to random people. Like you're gonna run up to couples.
I should do that.
Yeah, walk around like a mall or something if people still go to those, and then you're gonna run up to a random couple and be like, "Oh man, I knew it was you. I really wanted to thank you for like loaning me that like $5,000 so I could pay for my grandmother's surgery."
Oh yeah,
I appreciate it, man. It's like
I'll do that
she's
for
like,
Ivan.
She's slowly recovering, and then she can walk again. It was awesome. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Dude, that would be amazing. I do want to do that.
I don't know if I believe in anything anymore. You can't believe anything nowadays, basically. That's what it all comes down to. You can't believe anything that
but at that
nothing
point, though,
is real.
Yeah, but at that point, like, you know that they're doing it. Like if you make it kind of realistic, you can kind of do it. But either way,
I appreciate you for stopping when I was trying to cross the street. You know, and I'm really grateful.
I think to an extent,
thanks for not running me over.
To an extent, it could work, because then it puts them in the situation of like, oh no, I'm sorry, like that actually wasn't me. Maybe you're getting confused with someone else. Mm-hmm. So at least that humbles them in front of their girl.
And what you do is you say a name. You say a name, you know.
No, because then you
you say a name so that they're like, oh, that's not me, and then you.
Well, then at that point they have to say not me, because then the girl's like, wait,
exactly. But you gotta change? What you gotta do is you gotta like, yo, it's a show of honesty. You know, by you lying to them, he can show that he's an honest guy.
Yeah. Okay. All right, we're getting to that.
That was very terrible. That was so stupid. That was really stupid.
All right. Ooh.
Nah, it's just a bowling thing.
Oh, okay. Anyways, I think we pretty much hit all of them.
No, I mean, how do you feel about people who take forever to reply?
Oh, I hate them.
You hate them?
But I do the same thing. Actually, you know who takes forever to reply?
No, you know, Jeff.
Oh, okay. Okay, you're going that way. Okay.
I know, or my cousin.
What?
The original, the other.
No. That was not where I was going for either.
No, what are you going for? Who are you going for? Who are you trying to hit up?
No.
Who are you trying to call out? Who are you trying to call out?
Myself, actually, because I do that a lot.
No, he's
I apologize.
dodging, sidestepping.
I hate that.
Bobbing and weaving.
I hate that Instagram does the scene, but I know you can change that. But
I don't care if people have seen me, and it's like, you know, if I'm ignoring you, you should know that I'm.
You put the scene on.
Yeah, I put the scene on. Well, all my scenes are on. My messaging, like my text messaging scenes are on. My Instagram scenes are on. If I want to get back to you, I'll get back to you. But if I'm not getting back to you, it's because I didn't see it.
Yeah, there's a lot of people who I'm like, bro, you're on your phone 24/7, and I'm like, I'm texting you because I needed something from you or like something like that, and I'm like, bro.
No, I hate it. It really annoys me too.
Yeah, especially people who are on their phone 24/7. Like for me,
you mean everybody?
No, Ivan. I doubt Ivan's go. Actually,
well, Ivan's
speaking of people who don't text
Ivan
back,
is the green flag guy. He does everything right.
Okay, well, yeah, he's saving you right now. I was about to go in on you.
Ivan doesn't respond.
Yeah, I was about to go in on his ass. But all right, now
we need him around. He really levels out our energies. You know.
Yeah. Thank you, Ivan.
Our vibes. You know, he's I don't know what's your star sign.
Gemini.
It's Gemini. Yeah. See, it really balances us out.
Is it actually Gemini?
It was recently, right? I don't know.
Yeah, it was literally 2 weeks ago.
Whatever it was,
3 weeks.
It really levels us out. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. His Gemini energy really balances out our vibes.
Yeah. Yep. All right. I don't think we have a little closing segment, but not for this one because it's literally, it's noon right now. We're not going to be drinking. So we're not doing anything like that. But we also need to prep up for this next
I
episode
feel
that
as
we're
though
gonna be doing,
the not drinking right now is just a sign of a lack of commitment, and I think that could be a sign of bigger overall issues with relationships and that kind of thing.
next time we do it in the morning, I'll do some mimosas. How about
Yeah, we'll have mimosas in the morning. So you're just having mimosas with the boys.
Oh man. But yeah, do want to say thanks again, guys, for tuning in. I do want to make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and please leave us comments on what you guys like and what you don't like. Call us out for anything that you guys think that we said incorrectly. We want to see more interaction.
If you disagree that these aren't loyal, let us know. Chris Brown. He was right. Not about Rihanna.
I've been so scared. Like, no. Oh man. But yeah.
Tell us your biggest social media red flags.
Yeah, actually, yeah. Tell us a little bit about you guys. What do you guys think of social media red flags? If you guys agree with some of them, like let us know.
Yeah, would you date an OF person? You know, it's like
Let us know.
What if your long-term partner wanted to start an OF?
Yeah.
You know, give us your thoughts. Whatever you guys want to say.
Let us know in the comments. And again, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. And again, thank you guys for tuning in on the Red Flag Garden podcast. See you guys next time.